Without further ado, let's put our hands together. Welcome, Stevie.
So, hi, I'm Liu Ziyuan, and I'm very new to the society. So today I just want to talk about my interests. So I like music and I like computers. So actually the algorithmic music generation is just some software that I like to play with my free time to see what interesting pieces of music tunes I can come up with. And so do you think that computers can make music?
Computer can do everything.
Computer can do anything,
Yeah. Okay. So basically, for music we have the melody and you have the score and the instrument plays the score, and if you want vocals, you sing. So right now we have everything we need to make music in it. So we have algorithms that can help us generate the melodies for music. We have virtual instruments that can help us turn those melodies into sound, and we have text-to-speech programs that can generate speech, and then we have programs like Melodyne to change the pitch of the speech so that you can turn the speech into song. So unfortunately, I don't have a Melodyne with me, so I won't be talking too much about voice. But so I'll start with a very simple cycling algorithm written by this Igorsky, Russian man. And so basically, I have a video here. start with something very simple, a very simple C, but then the rule will make it become very complex, so that at the end of things we can end up with a very complex piece of music from a very simple rule that is 2 note lengths and 1 key. So basically we have 1 initial note length and a key. So this is an example of a very simple algorithm that can result in very complicated music.
Excuse me, you're playing one note at a time, is it?
Yeah.
Sometimes you can sense that it's a few notes that you are including. Is it because of the duration?
I think it is the duration. As it gets more complicated, sometimes you have simultaneous notes because it depends on the algorithm. So basically, you give the algorithm a C, and the algorithm will extend like how, like there was an analogy with triangles earlier on the video. So it just becomes more and more complicated.
And how you define nicer?
Well, it's very subjective. So some people would feel that this piece of music generated is nicer than another piece of music. So it's so you don't know how the music is like until you actually play it. You can't just put in a C and expect to know how it will sound.
When was it discovered? This algorithm?
This was discovered, I think, in the 80s or 70s. So, not this particular algorithm, but this way of making music was discovered by Mr. Wolfram and mathematician, I think. And we are going to go to this website later for a more complicated. So this is a very beginner, piece algorithm. Just takes in very few inputs, and it can generate very complicated pieces of music.
Can you explain a bit how you link the music to what? Molecular and all these things.
So
How the molecular
Is a technology.
yeah, it's just an analogy. So basically, Brownian motion. So basically, the algorithm seeks to create. It's deterministic. So if you put in the same C, like 4E3, you'll get the same piece of music every time you run it. But the thing is, the algorithm will try to make it very complicated in terms of how it sounds. So
algorithm means a formula
it's just a formula.
like ax squared plus bx plus c. Like that also can make music.
Yeah.
How? I don't quite relate this to a music.
So basically,
Maybe I'm
just now
also
that was the
clever.
earlier part of the video lah. So basically, it just goes by rules that you have an algorithm that takes in 3 things, and then it will try to alternate to make it increasingly complicated. So yeah.
Just one question.
Yeah.
Is this software free or?
It's open source.
Oh, that
so
means you can
anyone,
use a notebook to get all this sound.
Yeah,
You just
so
key in.
it's written in Java, so anyone can download it, they can edit it, and when they edit it, they can even sell it.
Wow.
Yeah, so well, you can package it into some game making software, because if you make a game, you need music for background music. So a game developer will pay a composer a lot of money to write the music for his game. But if he uses this instead, and it actually sounds similar to some of the game music that the composers write for a very high price. So,
But you can't claim copyright because if you give the same scene,
Nobody know. I would tell people don't know.
yeah. So it's an
Maybe-
MIT license, so it's very permissive.
Maybe Beethoven used this also.
Perhaps. Okay, so right now we
Beethoven.
Now then we discover.
We'll try to, just using this very simple algorithm, this is the first one we are going to go through today. We'll try to create a piece of music lah. So basically this is the compiled Java file and jar file. This is basically what the seed. So this is the scale, this is the length, and this is the time signature. So basically you can adjust the length of the music by increasing the length of the pattern, the number of patterns that it repeats, and this is to show the range of the keyboard you're allowed to go to and everything. So
That means number of hours or minutes
yeah.
or seconds.
Okay, so basically, okay, so I'll share the. So basically, this is the link to the code lah. So this is actually quite old. So you can clone the JIT repository to do it. So, and when we run this file, the output.midi file is generated. So we open it with so initially it's not very complicated, and as the music bounces, it gets more complex. So there are very good virtual instruments nowadays. So one of the ones I like to use is pianissimo. Yeah, so it's a virtual piano. So pianissimo is it generates a very realistic sounding piano sound. Okay, but apparently my trial has ended, so I'll leave it today. And so if we just change the input for this one and say this, you'll get a different piece of music. So I think that's it for this one. So for the guy who invented this form of music composition, we have Wolfram tunes, and so basically for here you have a lot more controls. You get to choose the genre of the music. You have the different types of rules, and you have a seed, and you can change the rules here. And so so if we change the seed again, it'll be a different piece of music. Perhaps I have to change the rules. And again, a very luck-based game. So you can keep randomizing the seeds in the hope that you will get an attractive piece of music. Yeah. So that's a very
If I want to do a National Day music to win a competition, I will try randomly.
Yeah. In fact, like it is quite
But
probable.
I also don't know which one will win. All sound like that.
So this particular program has 4 billion combinations possible. So it is actually quite possible, right? So it's quite possible that if you are lucky enough, you might actually generate Majula Singapura.
Oh yeah. I don't know whether it can win or not.
Can it print out the notes?
No, like
That you like a particular seed.
Yeah. In fact, you can. So if you like this one, so this one. Yeah, let's increase the duration to 30 seconds. Alright. And we can download the MIDI file.
MIDI sound.
The MIDI file, and we open it with Cakewalk, and we view the stuff, and here we have the notes. So this is so if you
You get this.
sorry,
You will be able to get this.
yes, so you will be able to print this out, and you can give it to a musician and tell him play this on the piano. Yeah. So this is the score that was just generated from the
But no text. Cannot sing karaoke text.
You have to write your own lyrics.
Yeah, so you have to write the lyrics.
Next stop.
Next stop.
Yeah.
Okay, you take the music and then you come out the text.
So right now it's quite difficult because if you want to sing the individual syllables with the music, it is actually quite hard to generate around that the music. So what can happen is that there can be so what would be more probable is that we write the lyrics and then the music would be generated around those lyrics. So the computer may be able to generate the lyrics first from scratch, and then it would be able to introduce a tune to those lyrics using Melodyne to shift the pitch of each syllable in the music, and then we can use a computer, of course, to generate music around that around those lyrics.
There would be easier question.
Yeah.
Just now you are having this music score.
Yeah.
Can the music score also give me the name of the chords for every bar?
I think it would be. It's not possible now, but I think it's trivial to implement for someone who is familiar with manipulating the MIDI files. I'm not familiar, so I think it will be easy for someone to actually do it.
Next stop. Well, like that, if you give this to the musician, will they know that you cheated? They just play, they know not.
So if you're lucky enough, you come up with a very complex piece of music, they will not know.
They will know.
Yeah, because some of those music is, modern music is very unimaginative. It is crass and it is. I don't like it. I only like music written mid 20th century and before. So basically, you can create through this algorithm music that is much more delightful than what we have on the market right now. But you have to be lucky enough again.
Must get one like Hawaii 5.
Yeah, so
I'm sure it's possible. This one. Okay, drag as well as this. Got method one then you can become.
Can you create country music?
sorry.
Country music.
So we can actually do machine learning and to emulate a genre of music. So basically this is another open source piece of software that allows for one to actually put in, like, you can put in 100 pieces of music, and then it will take out the characteristics of those 100 pieces of music, and then it will assemble itself into a new song that resembles the genre of the 100 pieces of music. So say you want to create music that is in the style of John Taylor, and so you put in 100 pieces of his songs, and then you run it through, and you'll go through many iterations. The learning script will run many times, and at the end of the day, it should result in a song that sounds like, but it's not quite, a piece of music composed by that composer. So, but of course the problem with that is that sometimes it can collapse into one piece of music. So suddenly, once you run too many times, because it can go any way, it's quite random the way it learns, you can end up having a song that appears very much like a particular song of that composer. So this algorithms relating to learning from music and mining information from music are very immature at the point, so you don't really know what you get, and the results are not very satisfactory for now. But this was 4 years ago, so I haven't actually looked for any new programs that people might have written. So
4 years ago. Now then you come along.
Well, anything is new to you is nothing wrong.
So
The mathematics of 1,000 years ago, we still learn it. Just now,
yeah,
from the program, they can actually write down the score, right?
yes.
But is there a so-called OCR to read the score and enter into music?
I think
Like text, we convert it.
So actually there is. So for instance, if you want to talk about Beethoven's music or Mozart's music, all those classical composers, there is a database online where all their music has already been OCR'd digitalized. So you can actually play it using a digital piano. So it's called Kunst der Flügel. Yeah, so basically you can download all these composers. So let's say I want to listen to Chopin, and so I want to listen to Chopin's Nocturnes. It's Opus 9 number 1, and so I download the MIDI file, and so this as you described, this music has been entered into the system in this way, and when you play it,
It's very real.
it's very soft lah. Let's see if I can
Where is
increase.
the speaker? Where is the speaker? Where is the speaker? Where's the speaker?
No, the song is very old already, so cannot be very loud.
Like that. There's the fast one.
Then we can go through the amplifier and make it loud. The song can be old, but modern technology will improve it.
So in effect, if a person plays the piano for a living, tell him, you've already lost your job. You are not needed. Because a scanner can scan any piece of music into the computer, and the computer will play it for you. Why do we need a pianist to generate that?
Sing song also outdated. You play the CD also can.
So in a way, part of the musicians' jobs have really they're here just for tradition. You want someone in front of the concert hall playing it for you instead of a computer doing it. But I think in the future maybe we won't have any more pianists.
The computer they will fix
melody. Whether the pianist can change the melody of the song.
No, millions, billions.
Yeah, you can make it play anything you want. You can scan any score in and it will play it for you. So let's say, so we just heard this, right? So if we want to listen now to a piece from Bach,
They also say programmers will also be obsolete. You just go to App Store can download already.
so you know all of these classical musicians' compositions have already been entered. So if you want to listen to an invention, you get the invention.
This type of music can be so famous. It's not so boring.
Yeah, but it's by a famous composer.
That can be famous.
Yeah, so
the school to learn.
so as yeah,
I
so
can compose my own album.
in fact the algorithm can probably come up with something better. But this is a very old German composer and people respect him for that lah.
I can make an album also. Every week one.
Yeah, but you have to know sometimes some of these pieces of music he composed when he was 5 years old. So yeah, Mozart. Yeah, some of these yeah.
Now 1 year old can compose.
Using computer.
Let's make hit enter.
Yeah.
Like that so boring. I don't know about music. I hear this song like very
Most practical like
like
this.
that. Just like anyhow randomly compose sound better than Mozart.
Is it working?
Have you plugged in? Yeah, already one. It's maximum.
So let's try again.
Who composed this song? No.
Da, 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 da.
Beethoven.
Beethoven.
That one, okay.
Symphony.
Well, maybe he likes it lah.
So let's try to see what Beethoven has.
Symphony number 5.
Symphony number 5. Symphonies. Symphonies. Symphonies number 5.
Emperor.
This one, I'm sure you like it. Okay.
So yeah, this is an entire orchestra. This is like 50 jobs gone.
Then how you make an orchestra?
Yeah. You can turn on louder from your computer.
So this is
Some National Day also have.
Not in the Philippines.
we had this actually in the 1990s. So this is old technology.
I think
It's just scanning it. Sorry.
How is it?
Definitely it's not old.
Yeah,
Recent only.
recent before I was born.
How to scan the music in, score in? Just scanner,
Scanner.
scanner itself.
Yeah, so basically you have this score and you scan it in because the notes it's like it's a bit like the punch cards that you use for the computer software. OCR like that. So it just goes in and it turns it into code and then the digital instruments can then play it like this.
This one is that mean you got to generate many of these.
Yeah, so basically this is clarinet, this is the fagot, the corn, the trombone, the timpani, the violin, the viola, and the bass.
So some play, some don't play.
So actually this is a synthesizing machine, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So this this is just a MIDI file lah. It's very small. It's a few kilobytes, but the virtual instruments can play the music. That sounds pretty nice. So, but we digress lah. So, this is not generated music, but this is just scanned music that was scanned in, from the old composers. And so
actually, if you mix this one, which is already a complex kind of music, and then use the software that just now you mentioned, you can change the length and then so on. Then you'll be a new piece of
possibly
music.
get very complex pieces of music. Yeah. If someone writes the code for it, if someone writes an algorithm to manipulate this,
Okay.
He's planning to write.
They have to go through the basic course of coding first from you.
Okay, so we just went through the molecular music generator. That was a very simple algorithm. This is Wolfram Tunes, which is the person who actually invented this way of composition, and it's more complicated. So let's go on to the last piece, which is CG music. This one is modular, so you can actually there is actually a scripting language that allows you to write your own scripts, your own algorithms with ease. And so you can add modules to the music as you like lah. So if you create a new project, okay, so yeah,
If you create a song by giving a certain seed, are you the originator or the person who wrote the programs, the originator? And for copyright, who is going to own that music?
You lah, you create
Because but the person who write the algorithm should be considered the originator.
The fellow invent the camera,
Yeah.
he own the copyright. The person hold the pen, own the copyright.
because
There's deeper meaning,
because there are
Because his algorithm will change your key, your seed into a complicated, music.
normally I think you own the copyright to the music that you generate. Because for instance, piano was invented by someone, but then you can smash the keyboard, and then if that piece of music was good, then that belongs to you.
But the thing is, you mentioned if you put a seed, maybe you might get Majula Singapura.
Yeah.
And Majula Singapura has already been copyrighted by certain composer, So there will be a clash, There's going to be a lot of problems.
Yeah, but if you come get Majula Singapura, that's 1 in a billion.
Whatever
then you sway lah, because the music already out. The music already out. You tell people this is your, people laugh at you
Not
because
sway,
they already sing the song.
You don't release it, nobody know.
Yeah, but if you're going to release it without knowing what is in the market, even one sentence you copy from a originator, you can be sued.
No. The fella who sue you say, hey, this Majula Singapura is copyrighted. Then you tell, I use this algorithm. Then, I didn't copy your song. So you got no case you must keep the key what's the seed, what's the algo.
You must look at actually the computer at the moment. Actually, they are software that can generate text. And in fact, if somebody going to write a kind of equivalent in text, then all you need is actually get the fellow to actually generate text for you, and it will generate random text for you. And if you like it, then that is a piece of article for you already.
Still not too good because in the when you write an article, they run it through some copyright machine to see whether certain sentences that you are putting in is similar to some original work earlier on. So it can be quite serious.
As long as you prove that you didn't copy, you can get a random number generator and generate a very nice story.
Piece of
then
article.
That's yours.
Yeah.
People say this created by this computer. I created, I didn't copy. Where's the copyright? No.
In any case, you're the guy who found out that that particular seed is nice. Because before you actually listen to the seed, you don't know how it will sound like. So if you take the seed and you listen to it and you say this is nice, and you publish it, one of the key requirements for copyright is that you publish it. So if you don't publish it, who knows?
Yeah,
it's
nobody
yours.
knows.
Yeah.
Correct.
The other key component of copyright, it must have creative value. This one computer generated. You tell people you generate from computer, you straight lose your copyright.
No, but it's got creative value in a way that you have to change the instruments. So for example, it generates this particular melody line. You want to see is it a piano that makes it sound the best, or is it a violin? Is it a contrabass? Is it a guitar? So in fact, some...
No, then your copyright is not very strong. Because the whole music is computer generated, there's no creative value.
Why not?
No,
So long
because
that people like the tune.
you only spend your effort listening this and choose the best song. There's no creative content. So you cannot
Well, how do you find creative?
No, you can be creative in the sense that you know what parameter you want to actually change.
Then this one
You know.
got to challenge in court already.
No,
Yeah.
they
Because I don't see any creative.
I think up to now there's no
Value.
precedent. So yeah.
It's only a number. You ask Zanhan, he will give you all the number.
No, in music,
Phone number.
in music, it's actually quite different from generating the text. You know, the text could be meaningful. You know, but in music, it's just a tune. You know what I mean or not? That's why music actually is considered as something that is international. You don't have to learn the language to actually understand that music.
Yeah, but we talk about copyright. There's no copyright.
No, copyright in the sense that you know when you actually publicize it and then this is become a tune that actually you
You own it.
issue it.
Yeah, you
see?
say you create
Because
it,
nobody
okay.
is actually able to create the same thing. And if they try to actually emulate, they will infringe on copyright.
Yeah, like you don't tell people it's copyright. No?
Right.
So the previous two examples of algorithmic music generation was just one seed with one algorithm. So you put in one seed and the algorithm will spit out the melody for you. So CG music is special in that it combines...
One seed, sorry, one seed.
It's just a
A seed is just a random number that that goes through the algorithm to come up with a piece of music.
Just
So-
like planting a tree from a seed.
Number.
So if you plant the same seed,
one
you
to
get the
seven
same
only lah.
tree.
No, very big number.
Very big numbers, billions of them.
No, when you say a seed, what makes it correct? Is 10 seed, 10
No,
numbers
okay.
or 100 numbers?
Let me explain what the mean seed. Let's say I get the algorithm is plus 2 plus 2, right? So you give me a seed. The seed is 1 million. So it's 1 million and 2, 1 million and 4, 1 million and 6. If the seed is 8, it will be 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. So the seed is the starting point. This is called seed, one number.
But any number can.
Any number, then you start at different point. Then
So
the number
1 to 100, 1 to a million.
billions.
So that the first number is say 1 billion. Then what you add?
Then in the formula, the number will run in certain pattern.
So there's
Give me
actually
an
a,
example of a seed.
there's actually a visualization of
Take it home.
there's actually a visualization of the
It's not
seeds.
plant.
Right? So basically,
invite him to your
It's encryption, encryption key.
so basically, this is so basically this one black cell here. Let me zoom into this. Basically, for this algorithm, right, the top part is the seed, and then it will generate here, generate until you get this very complex pattern at the bottom. So this is what you have as the seed, and then it and then after passing through the algorithm, it will give another
So where do you get a seed from?
it's just a random
So
number.
just anyhow throw a number.
Yeah.
You choose like
What number you want? Any number you just throw.
Yeah, so basically,
Not throw, nice.
basically here, right, you can just change any seed you want lah, and then when you press vary, it will change. When you press vary, it will change again. And then there's a seed and there's a rule lah. So this will also, you can also vary this one.
So there are 1, 2, 3, 5 numbers.
Yeah.
You see there's 5 numbers.
So
Can we have a number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
Can.
Five digit.
And what will be the sound like?
So you have to put that through the algorithm before you know.
They try lah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Make
5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ah.
Then you understand what I see. I want to bring home there.
Okay, so if you play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, every time you put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in with the same instruments, you are going to hear the same piece of music.
Let's see.
所以
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, something wrong.
something don't sound like that.
Not like that. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do.
No, it's quite different.
You listen lah, then you know.
No sound ah.
No sound, how come? Now you say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You don't cannot hear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cannot hear. Cannot hear. We all have medical
So
problems.
basically this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So every time you put in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with this particular rule, you can change the rule as well.
Change the rule.
Change the rule to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Okay, so
US 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
A different instrument that's here. Violin.
Number right there.
no, this is not. So
976543.
yeah, this is not. Yeah, this is a dot lah. So basically, this is a failed generation. So essentially, this seed is not very good. It's dead. It just goes into a dead loop lah. It just loops.
Yeah.
So some will fail lah because the algorithm will cause it to just loop.
Can we just sort of throw in other numbers now? Your own choice.
Yes,
No need to have a rhythm, a kind of pyramid. Just any number.
but that's just a visualization of the
Of the generating
Yeah,
process.
Where is your number,
Yeah.
starting number? Then you get different.
It's an analogy.
something
The
like
pyramid
that.
is
So what
an
will be
analogy.
here will be like a cylinder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 will be like a cylinder.
No.
No,
It's
no.
just a number.
There's only
It's just a number
visualize
that-
to, you know,
Yeah, that
illustrate.
goes in. Yeah. So yeah,
But the algorithm you don't know.
yeah.
So your number also run all over the place.
Also make you happy.
Now it's better, right? Because you change the last 2 digits.
Of the root, yes.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah. Okay, so this is Wolfram Tune.
So
So
root type. What is root type and what is that?
so basically
The
it's
root type
just
and
the
rule.
algorithm lah.
algorithm.
Yeah.
So general.
So
You can push up or not? Push up the arrow. I see you got arrow up and down. Push up the arrow happen.
No, it's actually a formula. You know. It's a function of what? You know, in
It's just
mathematics.
go up and down.
Yeah.
Our doctor become a mathematician.
Yeah, so this is not very good. But so there's a visualization on top, the colored bar. So
Yeah.
if you look at this is not very good because this is just a repetition. It's the same color.
Yeah.
But if you go here, this is good because
The
there
variation
is some
is there.
variation.
Yeah.
But it doesn't sound nice lah. But if we go to another one, this might be nice as well.
It's more complex. Okay.
Yeah, so basically for this one is one algorithm represented by the seed, rule and the rule type and the seed.
Rule and rule type is
The-
who put in the rule and rule type?
It's,
Some formula. somebody-
yeah,
This fella.
The
yeah,
programmer.
this Wolfram,
The
this
programmer.
Wolfram guy, yeah. So basically he invented this a few decades
so 1,
back.
2, 3, 4, it's not do, re, mi, fa, so.
It doesn't represent that.
Doesn't
It's just a starting point for the algorithm. And this is just basically a random algorithm that is generated. So if you put a different seed, so if you put the same seed into the same algorithm, you're going to get the same piece of music.
So, excuse me,
Yeah.
what's the meaning of height and what's the meaning of rule type?
I think height is simply the height of this.
The pitch of the light.
Yeah. Yeah. The rule type, I think we have to go into the how it works.
How it works, okay.
Yeah. So
So, how do you go to this website?
you just go to tones.wolfram.com.
How do you enlarge?
Maybe I'll just.
1 week later, all of you becoming musician.
Tones.wolfram.com. Tones. I'll write it down for you.
They all know already.
Right,
So if your grandchildren to do music, piano lesson, then don't bother.
don't bother.
A lot of mother want them to learn music. Maybe dancing still got chance.
No,
Yeah.
after that, you come back and then write another better program.
Next this is maths.
This is maths. This is not music.
Yeah.
The guy who created this was not musically trained.
You try.
He was just a mathematician.
Then our daughter will become mathematician.
Yeah. So.
Maybe Beijing, your son can do better than this.
So yeah, so that's how it works in FAQ section on this website. So maybe you can go home and look it up yourself. So as I said, the similarity between the molecular music generator and the Wolfram tube tones is that it is 1-1. There is one algorithm and there is one seed. And the seed is put into algorithm whereby a piece of music is generated. And why CG music is different is that it is modular.
This is another algorithm.
No.
CG music.
It is a program, it is a modular algorithmic music generator.
Oh, okay.
So basically it has many modules and each of these modules represents a new algorithm. So it can be you can have algorithms for rhythm, you have algorithms for the structure of the music, you have algorithms for the melody, you have algorithms for the key. So basically each of these algorithms will have their own seed. And that's why it's called modular. So it can come up with very, very complicated pieces of music. Yeah. So when you create a new project, you can choose the structure. So these are the 5 structure algorithms. So if you want to choose a classical structure, you can see that there is a seed here. Then once you change the structure, as you randomize the structure, you see that the length of the music and the tempo is changing because each of these seeds represent a different length and a different tempo for this particular algorithm. If you want to change a new algorithm, classical structure small, then again you have different seeds representing different lengths and tempos. And then you have the arrangement. So basically you have different sorts of arrangements and these represent the instruments that are going to be used. We have a test purpose render, we have piano advanced, boogie boogie, we have piano advanced classical, disco, swinging blues, simple, we have a ballad, we have a dance, we have instrumental marches, Latin style arrangements. So let's try to go for the Latin style and we create. So when we see this, when we come in here, we see that there's a structure. And for the structure, you see, each of these structures has a different key, has a different tempo, there's a different mode, right? And so for each of these parts, for each of these different parts of the music, you can actually change the algorithm here. Alright, so there's you can change the C as well, and do static rhythm. So the structure, rhythm, harmony, melody, and ornamentation. So you can change all of this. But basically, just without changing any of it, so immediately this is very complicated. And sorry? Sorry?
What instrument?
I'm not sure. It's just a mixture.
It's a mixture of different.
Yeah. In fact, this is just a generation of the MIDI file. This is not any particular instrument because for the instrument you have to add the virtual instruments yourself. So for this, what you actually do, this actually just gives you a preview of what the music will sound like. But it's up to you to choose what instrument you want to use for each
So you can't do it
melody.
in this software, you can do it yourself.
Sorry?
You cannot do it in this software.
No, yeah, you have to export out.
Generate the notes. and
Yeah.
then get
Move
someone
it to
play.
another. You have to move it to another software to. So the virtual instrument will help you play. So you can assign virtual instrument. You can make it play a string. You can make it a drum, anything. So
So this one, there's string, there's drum, isn't it? It's already.
yeah, but it's up.
You play again.
Yeah.
Up to you to imagine.
Anybody listen can tell what instrument or one instrument.
There's piano.
Yeah, there's piano. There is drum.
Only a drum.
Yeah,
Guitar lah.
drum.
Drum lah.
Drum, yes, it's drum.
Cymbal.
Yeah.
It's all that.
This is just a suggestion of what it might sound like lah.
But sounds nice.
But it's up to you eventually to decide what instrument you want to assign it lah. So the software is just trying to make a preview for you here.
If we don't tell you when this is generated by the computer, you think it's real life.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All instruments are there.
Yeah.
And again,
Correct.
Sorry?
For this, yeah. Demonstrate how to give us a basic score.
Oh,
I think you will save it into MIDI, right?
I will export this to MIDI.
You will export it.
Same. Yeah, so, oh, it's hanging. Oh dear. Okay. Right. Okay, so we just lost this one lah, so we have to start again.
You didn't save it.
Yeah. No, when I tried to export, it failed lah, so.
Yes.
Create new project. Okay, so let's just say. So now we have a new piece lah. Again, it still sounds okay lah. And so the way you get the score is to export it again. And then you want to go to let's see. Let's go to this. And we go to this here, and we open it. Again, if you open this software is free, by the way. Cakewalk by Ben Led. So basically, this software in the past was $500 US dollars. But basically, the company got bought over by this Indonesian palm oil plantation owner. So it was the son of this plantation owner who bought over the music, the company, and said, I'm going to give this $500 software for free. So now it's free for everyone. So you can download it from Cakewalk. Yeah, Cakewalk. C-A-K-E-W-A-L-K.
Cakewalk by Bandlab. Bandlab. B-A-N-D-L-A-B.
Cake, how's that cake?
C-A-K-E.
Cake, cake.
Yeah.
Cake, so cake.
Walk. Cake. Walk.
Cake, walk. Cake can walk.
Yeah. So Cakewalk, and the Cakewalk was bought over by this company called Bandlab.
Very good.
So yeah. So it used to be paid, now it's free. Awesome.
How much was sold?
I think for a few hundred million, I think.
Wow.
So at least we get something for the pollution that comes every. Because they cause the pollution. So here, so once we put it into Cakewalk, we can go to views and we choose stuff view. And so the stuff view will show you this immediately. And this can be given to a musician again, and you can print it out, give it to a musician, but in a sense it's no longer necessary because you can have very good virtual instruments playing it for you.
Cake can walk.
C-A-K-E.
The website called Cakewalk also.
You just Google for Cakewalk by Bandlab.
The world's best software for recording and making music.
By Bandlab. You have to go to bandlab.com. Yeah, I think bandlab.com or something. I'll go to the website for you guys. So,
You just go to the website first.
so this is what you search for
Thank you for banning.
Cakewalk by Bandlab.
So you just type in Cakewalk and everything.
Yeah. So you go to so it's bandlab.com products Cakewalk. So it's free. You can just download it. Yeah.
Then,
So I won't download it now because I've already
that's
installed
how
it.
you do.
So basically you just press the download button and then you just install.
Install.
Yeah.
Then make your own music.
Yes.
Yeah, and then sell it.
Yeah. If you can get someone to buy like you burn it onto CDs.
Yeah, you make 100, then you sell to the hotel, they play in the lobby.
Yeah. But that's
Have
if
you
the
created
hotel.
have you created some let's see?
Copyright.
You don't need anytime can say just put
Yeah,
seed
yeah,
only.
you can just I can create some for you now. Like anytime you want, you can just create
Can
new.
you demo the Cakewalk for us?
So this is Cakewalk.
Yeah, just like
Let's
that.
start the build how to build up from the beginning lah.
Okay, so basically you just take the MIDI file, you open up the MIDI file using the Cakewalk software, and this is what you get already. It's out of the box. It's actually quite effortless. Yeah.
So go to the place, download, and
Yeah.
So this one CG music is not Cakewalk, right?
Yeah, you have to download CG music separately.
so what's the relationship between CG music and Cakewalk?
There's no relationship.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
That's like
Basically, CG music gives you the script, gives you the MIDI file, and then Cakewalk will play the MIDI file for you.
Oh, so there's a relationship.
no, just like Microsoft